Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Golden Bachelorette's Joan Vassos' trust in Chock Chapple could be her biggest downfall. She's shared some tough moments with Chock. The Golden Bachelorette star Joan Vassos' trust in her fiancé Chock Chapple could wind up being her biggest downfall as she moves further into her relationship and invests more in her partner. Joan, who was introduced to Bachelor Nation during the Golden Bachelor Season 1, has been able to make a name for herself after her original appearance on the first series. After becoming the lead of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan found love and seemed happier than ever on the series. Her relationship with Chock has been difficult for some Bachelor Nation viewers to understand and get behind. Despite Joan's time on the Golden Bachelorette being relatively easy viewing, her relationship with Chock has brought forth the most vitriol and criticism from Bachelor Nation. Viewers have struggled throughout the post-season to understand where Joan is coming from when she defends Chock's actions and tries to make him seem like he has no flaws. While Joan, who was married to her first husband Joan Vassos for over 30 years, has been open about her journey on the series, it appears that her trust in Chock is stronger than viewers can comprehend. Joan's trust in Chock could be her downfall. When it was announced that Joan would become the first ever Golden Bachelorette, Bachelor Nation was excited at the prospect of seeing her find love. After Joan left the Golden Bachelor Season 1 early due to a family emergency, many were disheartened because they had wanted to see where her relationship would end up. Seeing Joan take on the leading role was exciting for viewers and ultimately helped hype up the first season of the Golden spinoff. During her time as the Golden Bachelorette, Joan got to know many guys throughout the season. Her relationship with Chock was one that Bachelor Nation had a difficult time wrapping their mind around. Chock exhibited some major red flags that Bachelor Nation latched onto very quickly, making it clear that they had a hard time with the way that he isolated himself from other contestants and the intense feelings he appeared to be forming for Joan very quickly. Even so, Chock won Joan's heart. In a recent Instagram post, Joan explained that she spent the 4-year anniversary of her husband's passing with Chock. The engaged couple, who has been vetting New York City real estate, saw Left on 10th, a show about mature relationships and second chances at love. Though the theme of the show was on the nose, knowing that Joan spent that day with Chock was interesting for Bachelor Nation. While he was a great support system for her, it's possible that Joan is finding herself trusting Chock with sensitive moments when he is not equipped to handle them. While Joan and Chock's relationship seems special to them both, it appears that Joan is heavily investing in the support she is receiving from her fiancé. But Chock doesn't appear to be meeting her emotional energy. Though Chock loves the spotlight, it doesn't seem like he invests quite as much in Joan emotionally. Joan may be trusting in Chock to support her in ways that she can't support herself, which is what he is supposed to be doing as her fiancé. However, he may not be ready to support her. The Golden Bachelorette could find herself heartbroken if she's not careful. In the glittering halls of romantic possibility that make up the Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos has been a beacon of grace and poise. Her journey has captivated millions, a story of resilience and hope as she searches for love in her golden years. But as the finale looms closer, one question haunts both viewers and Joan herself. Has her trust in Chock Chapple, the charming and enigmatic suitor, been her greatest mistake? From the outset, Joan and Chock seemed to share a connection unlike any other. The pair quickly bonded over their shared love of adventure and vulnerability in the face of past heartbreaks. Chock, a retired architect with a penchant for poetry, swept Joan off her feet with grand gestures and heartfelt confessions. It was the kind of romance that seemed destined to be, the kind that would make for a fairy tale ending. But as the season has unfolded, cracks in their foundation have started to appear, and Joan has shared some tough moments with Chock that have left fans questioning his sincerity. One pivotal moment came during a group date that saw the contestants engaging in a trust-building exercise. Each pair was tasked with guiding the other through a maze blindfolded, relying solely on verbal directions. While most couples stumbled and laughed their way through the challenge, Joan and Chock's attempt was fraught with tension. Chock's frustration at Joan's hesitancy turned into sharp words, and Joan's confidence visibly faltered. In a tearful confessional later, Joan admitted, "It's hard for me to trust fully when someone loses patience like that. It reminded me of past relationships where I felt belittled." This incident could have been an isolated misstep, but it wasn't the only red flag. In another episode, during the much-anticipated hometown dates, Chock's family revealed a side of him that Joan hadn't seen before. While his children were polite and welcoming, his brother's offhand comment about Chock's tendency to chase the thrill left Joan visibly shaken. "He loves the idea of being in love," the brother had said. "But when things get too real, he's been known to pull back." For a woman like Joan, who has faced her share of loss and longing, the prospect of another heartbreak is a daunting one. She's been open about her struggles to trust again after the death of her husband, and she's worked hard to build a life filled with meaning and joy. Chock's charm and passion initially seemed like the perfect antidote to her guarded heart, but the revelations about his past have cast a shadow over their budding romance. Still, Joan's faith in Chock has remained steadfast, much to the frustration of her friends and fellow contestants. Nancy Hulkower, one of Joan's closest confidants on the show, has been particularly vocal about her concerns. "Joan sees the best in people," Nancy said in a recent episode. "And while that's one of her most beautiful qualities, it's also what makes her vulnerable. I just hope Chock is the man he claims to be for her sake." But Joan's trust in Chock isn't just a testament to her optimism. It's also a reflection of her own journey of self-discovery. Throughout the season, she has spoken about the importance of taking risks and allowing herself to be vulnerable. "Love is a leap of faith," she said during one of the rose ceremonies. "And I'm ready to leap, even if it means I might fall." One of the most poignant moments between Joan and Chock came during a one-on-one date where they visited a pottery studio. As they molded clay together, their laughter and chemistry were palpable. But when the conversation turned serious, Chock shared a story from his past that left Joan visibly emotional. He spoke about a failed marriage and how he'd struggled to balance his career ambitions with his personal life. "I've made mistakes," he admitted, "but I'm here now, ready to be better." For Joan, this admission seemed to solidify her belief in Chock's potential for growth. "We've all made mistakes," he said. "What matters is how we learn from them." It was a touching moment that resonated with viewers, many of whom saw echoes of their own struggles in Joan's willingness to forgive. Yet, as the competition narrows and the stakes grow higher, Joan's unwavering trust in Chock has become a polarizing topic among fans. Social media has been ablaze with debates about whether Chock is truly ready for a committed relationship or if he's simply playing the part. Some fans have pointed to his poetic declarations and grand gestures as evidence of his sincerity, while others have called them superficial distractions from deeper issues. The most recent episode added another layer of complexity to their relationship. During a heartfelt conversation, Joan confided in Chock about her fears of being let down. "I've been hurt before," she said, "and it's taken me a long time to rebuild my sense of self-worth. I need to know that you're here for the right reasons." Chock's response was both reassuring and enigmatic. "Joan, you're the kind of woman who makes me want to be better," he said. "But love is a journey, and I'm still finding my way." While his words were heartfelt, they left Joan and viewers alike questioning whether he's truly ready for the commitment she seeks. As the finale approaches, Joan finds herself at a crossroads. Her trust in Chock has brought moments of joy and connection, but it has also exposed her to the risk of heartbreak. Whether this trust will prove to be her greatest strength or her biggest downfall remains to be seen. One thing is certain, Joan's journey on the Golden Bachelorette is a testament to the power of hope and the courage it takes to open one's heart. In the end, Joan's story is about more than just finding love. It's about finding herself. And as she prepares to make one of the most important decisions of her life, she carries with her the lessons of her past, the support of those who love her, and the quiet strength that has defined her journey.